What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel where we give you all the credit intel you need to grow your wallet. Today I want to cover crypto debit cards. Now there's three I'm going to cover. We could talk about others, but there's restrictions and I'm going to assume that you're in the United States. So if you're in the United States, you kind of have to get cards that are only in the US. So we might be missing some like Bitcoin loadable cards like BitPay and several others where you literally just deposit Bitcoin and use it. Some of these might have a 1 or 1.5% cashback rewards. I don't know. I'm going to cover in this video Coinbase and Crypto.com. A couple notable mentions is that there is an eToro money card that's currently getting rolled out and is only available in the UK, but eToro is big in the US, so I have a feeling that they're going to release that. And we're not going to cover the eToro card, I just covered it. Binance is available outside the US, but is actually a better cashback rewards than what you're looking at right now, the Crypto.com, because at this price level, they actually have a 3% cashback to not be staked, and the cashback rewards are in BNB, whereas the cashback rewards here are in CRO. Okay, so they're better there, but it's not available in the US. And then we're going to talk about FTX, which will be the third. That is currently a wait list that'll be opening up later this year. And like I said, I think there's probably some others that are like reloadable kind of cards that require, again, no background checks, no credit checks, nothing. Maybe they do KYC and AML. That's about it. But anyways, let's dive into it. So Crypto.com. This, I would say by far is the best that's currently available to US residents because it gets really sweet if you can have strong enough hands to keep more money staked. To even be offered one of these cards, you have to have CRO staked for 180 days. Now, to start getting these rewards here, you have to be staked for at least 6 months. And the amounts are 400, 4,000, 40,000, 400,000. That's quite a bit. Most people are not going to fall into this category, so the 8% means nothing to you. Now, non-staked, very, very big difference. So let's just use this one as a rule of thumb. If you got $4,000 sitting in the account as CRO and you've staked it for at least 180 days, you'll get 1.5% cash back. And you'll get airport lounge access by lounge key. I don't really know what that is. Withdrawals max per month, $800. Now, obviously things get noticeably better when you're staking this stuff. You jump from 1.5 to 3, up to 5% and 8% here. And just look at some of these perks. So this is interesting. Maximum 1 reimbursement per merchant per month. So here you get one of these 3 paid every single month for you, which is cool. At this level, same, and at this level, just these 2. All the way down here at the bottom, you get some Spotify help. So that's interesting. Maximum 1 reimbursement per merchant per month. So that just means every month Spotify is paid for you at this level for $400. It's pretty good. Then it gets into Prime, Expedia. You get a discount of $50 here, or $50 equivalent, $100 equivalent here. This is interesting. We got private jet partnership access, exclusive merchandise welcome pack. Don't know what that looks like. Crypto.com private, I think that's just better rate of exchange probably. And then earn a bonus rewards. Again, don't know what that means. Max withdrawal of $1,000 per month. Same with if you had $40,000 in the account. Outside of that, you're gonna get good rates because this is an exchange, so you should expect to get better rates on transactions if there's any transaction fees. Which exchange rate will you use? The exact rates depends on jurisdiction, card tier. We'll use Crypto.com. Yep, okay. How do you apply? Like I said, 180 days. CRO tokens have to be staked in order to get access, and you'll see that open up the availability in your CRO account. How are rebates and rewards paid out? This is good to know. They're instantly reflected for eligible transactions in your balance, so you don't have to wait. We covered some credit cards before, and some of them, they'll wait 30, 60, 90 days to even pay you the rewards, which is awful. So at least this is immediately. Then we've got some small print here. CRO rewards are paid in CRO token. I told you that, reflected in your app immediately. That's great. You clearly want to understand what the price of CRO is and what you're going to get from a staking standpoint as a reward for staking CRO. But understand that there's positive price appreciation in the underlying asset, and or there could be negative appreciation in the underlying asset, meaning price of CRO could go up or could go down. This might benefit you. This might completely strip away the point of getting 8% and any staking rewards or any other rewards that you're getting in the system. If that makes no sense because the price can't be held up or the price is too volatile, then this whole idea doesn't make sense. There is a play to be had though, is if you're comfortable and you just want to sock some money away, you could take the rewards and then do something else with that. Keep it in the crypto ecosystem, do something else with it. But again, remember, every time you exchange a crypto, it is a taxable event. Keep that in mind for the tax man and understand that. No, you should probably just dig into this to understand it more, understand what CRO is, look at the price action over the last couple of years, understand that before you go making a decision here, right? But this is definitely the best in terms of rewards at this point in time for those living in the US. I think this is probably your best option. I would argue that a close second is the Coinbase card, seen right here. So this is a debit card as well. This earns 4%, and you can choose which crypto you want to be paid back in. The reason why I put this second next to CRO is because you're getting paid staking in CRO. And because there's so much money that's gonna be tied up in that coin, I would assume there's gonna be more stability in the price. That being said, I assume there's gonna be more stability in the rewards paid out. Whereas with this, and Coinbase has already had problems with the SEC and the rewards that they're trying to give back on the lending side and on the different programs that they've got. With so much regulation being up in the air, you can assume that these cashback percentages are all going to change. For the better, for the worse, I don't know. There might be a period of time where it gets really bad and gets really low and then it gets better. I'm not sure. But with there being so much regulation up in the air, assume that these are up to change. Now, you have to understand that they can change this whenever they want. They can change the reward percentage that you get whenever you want. So if you want a low barrier of entry to where you just move assets into the wallet and it spends it like it's US dollars on the debit card, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio of whatever assets you got in your wallet for this debit card to be used, this is your card. If you've already got assets floating around in crypto or you're getting big into crypto, CRO is probably a better option, right? The Crypto.com card. Everyone's eligible right out of the gates here too. You don't have to wait 180 days. The only exclusion is Hawaii and obviously the Bahamas and the Pacific there, right? Are there any fees? There are no fees for spending US dollar on crypto, including US dollar coin, USDC, with the Coinbase card. Also too, the next question you might have is there a transaction fee? No Coinbase transaction fees, but a spread applies when you buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrencies. This is talking about the slippage. So whatever price it gets executed at, there might be a little bit slippage there, meaning the price that you actually get filled at to execute that order. So there might be what looks like to be tax or a fee of some sort, but it's really just the slippage. Okay, average debit cards offer 1 to 2% in rewards with various requirements to start earning. That's a good point. They offer 4 right out of the gates. Reward rate is variable though. Check the app for the most updated rate. That's pretty much the big thing to focus on here is it could be 4% today, but I don't know how sustainable that is. And so if you want to take digs at a bank, oh, they're only paying 2%. The difference is that banks hold that for years and years and years. So my 321 card never really changes on my regular credit cards, because they've worked out that model and it's stable and it's not based off of really volatile assets. Crypto cards are completely different. So even though this is just a debit card, this 4% is a very good reward. I just don't know if I would expect this to stick around, if I'm being honest, okay? So anyways, there's the 2 options that we've got so far. New player on the block, FTX. This is another huge exchange in the US. It basically goes, I think it's like this: Coinbase, Gemini, and then I think it's Binance or FTX comes next, and then the other one. What's interesting is that the Binance card is actually quite good. It's 3%. The minimum is to hold $4,000 in the account, but it's not open to US residents. This is on a wait list. So, and I also don't know, there might actually be some rewards that they're gonna roll out, maybe not, but this is like 0 fees, all these 0 annual fees to hold it. Visa card, I'll be honest, it's not that compelling to just say, oh, no fee debit card, like, and? There has to be at least like a 1.5 to 2% cash back. So maybe they're gonna do that. Maybe they're still working that out, but this page doesn't really tell you much about what they're doing. So you could join the waitlist. An email will be dispatched as soon as the card becomes available to your region. Well, here you go. FTX services and FTX token are not available in the United States and prohibited or other prohibited jurisdictions. I actually didn't know that. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have included that in this video. So if we're gonna include that, then let me just finish up and include Binance. So Binance is not allowed in the US, but there is a plethora of other countries that it's allowed in, and it's up to 8%, but this would require $245,000 roughly to be held in the wallet, because the average price of BNB right now is $409. But if I held 10, which is 4,000, I would still get 3% rewards. So again, that's outside the US though. Maybe that'll change, not sure. Rewards paid back in BNB immediately. Yeah, so pretty cool. Understand that it's based off the previous 29 days of your wallet balance, similar to CRO, in terms of like you have to keep and hold that balance in there. And that's just to ensure that they can pay that out, because those funds are being held up in some sort of capacity, so they reward you based on that. I just want to wrap up with this. I thought this was interesting. The actual tech behind some of these cards is this Swipe, which is also a cryptocurrency. They pivoted. I think they used to be like nothing, and now they're a crypto card platform, I guess. So interesting to see here. They're the ones that backed Binance and FTX. So they actually do the card issuing themselves. So here you go, KYC is included. So you'll have to pass KYC. And yeah, so I just thought that was interesting and I'd add that in there. There you go. It's kind of rough and rocky still for crypto debit cards. And like I said, I know we left out the BitPays and there's probably a few others where I can just send in Bitcoin and it acts as more of like a prepaid card versus a debit card. But anyways, I wanted to cover these two because they are out there on some of the bigger sites and exchanges, and they are an official, I guess you could call it, debit card. So let me know what you think. And obviously, if I missed any debit cards, let me know in the comments below. Any data points you want to share, feedback, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you want this video to get in front of more people, click the like button. And if you're brand new here and you like this sort of thing, go through the rest of the crypto playlist, which we've covered a ton now, and subscribe. It only takes a second. Hit the red button and hit the bell notification as well. Be on the lookout. More videos coming soon.